everybody. Welcome to Dumb Investing. That fellow over there is Harry.
That guy, that's Lloyd. About to get a little dumb and silly up in here.
But we're not rolling dice. We are just having a chat tonight. So what's on your mind? I think in the title, let's see. Let me click over here and see what I put in the title.
What are we going to talk about?
So we've got Tesla, Rivian, FUD, which is to Powell or not to Powell. Hey, Brainard, how you doing? Then we got, hey, Bitcoin, how you doing? So that's our topics. Where do you want to start tonight? You want to start with the FUD because that's the biggest thing we got going on right now.
Sure, let's start with the FUD.
So everything was cool, 3 weeks ago? Everything was cool. Everything's not cool anymore.
No.
Why are people freaking out so much?
I think right now there's just a little bit of uncertainty. More and more fear coming into the market. There's a higher and higher probability that Brainard may be elected as the Fed chair. And
all right,
with that, she is seen as a little bit more dovish than Powell. And by dovish means that she's a little bit slower to react. So a little bit just going to take more time. So what that would do is there may be a longer, it may be a longer span before they raise interest rates. They may adjust the tapering schedule in terms of what the Fed is doing. There's a whole bunch of unknowns of what might happen if she's a little bit more dovish. The other thing that it is seen as is a political play. So Brainard is a Democrat. Powell is a Republican. Powell was elected by Trump or appointed by Trump. And Biden probably wants his person in there. Now, there is also the midterm elections that come up in 2022. And it would be remiss of the federal government to not quite know what the federal chairperson was doing, or they may want to entice the Fed politically to work in whatever is in the Democrats' best interest.
So if we back up a couple of market commentary shows way back about a month ago, we talked about some election cycles, and there was a huge triumphant return of the Republican, and that happened in 2 of our states here, right? So there is thinking, and I'm on the conspiracy side of the political, what's going on with Powell, right? So let's just go down my rabbit hole here for a second. So the Dems got their asses handed to them, right? So everybody's sweating now. They're just like, whoa, we've got the president, we've got the House, we've got the Senate, and we haven't done diddly squat. And America is speaking out. First, it was that stuff. What was it, yesterday or Monday? The approval rating came out, 32, worst rating a president's ever had. People are pissed off. We are unhappy. Inflation is eating our lunch. Our government's not doing diddly squat, and they're all blaming it. Hey, you fools are in charge. You told us for 8 years that you could handle this, and you had a plan. What happened? You haven't done shit. So they're going to lose. And all these people are like, oh, man, my cushy, awesome little, I don't have to do anything the rest of my life job. I'm in trouble. So they're thinking, we got to get this Fed person on our side to fix this economy thing. What is she going to do? What is she going to come in and do? Here's what they're going to do. She's going to get her buddy over here. And she's going to say, hey, Elizabeth Warren, those bankers are bad people, right? We need a villain. We're going to go out. We're going to say the bankers did this to you, America. Hey, Main Street, your bank is the one that did this, and they're so bad. They're evil people. Blah, blah, blah. Here's some regulations. Blam, blam, blam. Right? Interest rates. It's going to be insane. It's going to be nuts. And they're doing it. They're taking financial policy, and they're politicizing it like you can't believe, and it's disgusting, and it's going to kill this economy. And maybe that's the plan. Maybe this is like, what's his name? Brandt. What's the actor, Brandt, that was married to Katy Perry?
Russell.
Russell. Yeah. He talks about all the globalists, right? And how the globalists are taking over, stuff like that. Maybe this is the grand scheme. Let's just crash the whole economy over there, make them all poor. It'll be great. All right. I'm done because it pisses me off. I can't talk about it without getting all fired up.
Well, your buddy there that you're all fired up about, he signed some bill here this past week too.
My buddy? Which
Yeah.
buddy? The infrastructure thing?
Biden, yeah.
Yeah, that's the good one. At least we're going to spend money, what they say, on bridges and stuff, right?
Yeah, 47 trillion on bridges. I'm just kidding. Obviously not. It was 110 billion or something on.
Yeah, it was the small one, but it was at least for the things the American people need, so we can go to work, so we can buy some bread and maybe some hamburger. If we work all week, we can get our bread and hamburger and be happy.
Yes. I was going to say something, but let's not go down there.
No,
what else is happening? That's
okay.
crashing.
So Tesla, we have talked about Tesla numerous times on this show, and it continues to boggle the mind. So Tesla hit a high 2 weeks ago of what, 1240 something?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah. And that weekend, after we hit that high on a Friday, what did Musk say? Hey, Twitterverse, dudes, taxes, tax the rich. I'm going to sell my shit if you say so. It's all up to you, right? In the background, he's got to buy all his $27 billion worth of options before they expire. So he had to sell something anyways because he doesn't have that much money. I don't know. He's selling all this stock, right? He's selling what is in essence 10% of the stock that is currently trading is being put on the market in the last 5 days, something like that. And what has happened to Tesla?
Well, through day 1 through 3, it was pretty flat.
Took a little hit, right?
That's true. It did take a little hit. We went down, what was it, 15% or so, I guess?
Something like that.
1240 down to 10.
So it took an instant hit because everybody's like, whoa!
Yeah.
And then it's been going up ever since. It's crazy.
Yeah. So there's a lot of electric car hype right now, right? With Rivian, Lucid, all of these car companies that are coming out. Rivian, basically IPO'd and doubled, right? So there's a little bit of electric vehicle utopia going on right now. That may have ended yesterday or 2 days ago. Rivian was down 15% yesterday. They were down another 15% today. Lucid was down 15% today. EVgo was down today. The only one that was up was Tesla.
So we talked about Rivian last week's show. This is a company that sold how many cars there, Mr. Ticker?
How many have they sold?
Delivered. How many have they delivered?
Delivered is 0.
So they have delivered nothing. Yet they were worth more than Ford.
Yep.
Ford delivers how many a day? 30,000 vehicles a day or something like that? Dude.
So if you want to get rich, go out, find yourself somebody that can make you some really cool prototype cars. And just mock-ups online, right? Start a car company and an IPO.
Good marketing person.
Yeah, you don't really need to have a plan.
Artist, marketing, boom. You're done.
There you go. You're a billionaire.
So this week, there was some Tesla semi stuff in the news, which was kind of cool. He actually climbed out of one that drove up on stage.
Oh, yeah? Cool.
Yeah, so that was kind of cool.
I love it.
They drive, I don't understand this, but there's a driver in the middle, right? That's where the steering thing is. And then they've got, it's set up like the McLaren F1. So then you've got the buddy chairs behind you. So when you're in the driver's seat, you're right in the middle of it's the coolest thing, dude.
I mean, it's brilliant, right? You only want to make a car or a semi one way, right? So whether you're a right-hand drive or left-hand drive, you put them in the middle. It doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter. Yeah.
Right?
I mean, it's the way he thinks, dude, it's just genius.
At the end of the day, it's not going to matter because the trucks are going to be driving themselves.
Excuse me. Eventually.
So
Yeah.
with that, good little preload into today's news from Apple. The Apple Car.
Okay. Good Lord. Haven't we been hearing about an Apple Car for 15 years?
15 years might be a little excessive, but yes, we have been hearing about it.
It's been quite a while.
Yeah, for Apple to make their foray into electric vehicle space.
So what have they said?
What Apple came out and said today is Apple will not produce a vehicle until it is 100% autonomous.
What?
No drivers, no steering wheels, 4 wheels in a car, you get in and it takes you where you want to go. 100% autonomous.
All the time.
All the time.
Man, see, I don't think that's realistic.
Oh, it's going to happen.
How is it going to know my driveway versus my neighbor's driveway?
Man, I need to show you some Tesla beta, like some of the videos.
I don't know.
Go do some research.
And you're right. I have not done research on this, but I could see major streets, a car kind of knowing what's going on and reading the stripes. My driveway neighborhood, there's no stripes out here. We don't have sidewalks and fancy stuff like rich people do. That car's it's going to be driving in the burrow ditch and getting stuck in things. It's not going to know.
Riddle me this.
Okay.
Did you know the Tesla Model S Plaid or the Model S, it does not have a gear shifter? No forwards, no backwards, no drive, no neutral, no reverse. It just knows what direction you want to go. How?
What? The way I'm looking, does it know that if I do this, does it go, oh, he wants to back up?
No, because
I have no idea how. How does it know?
I don't know. I don't know the answer, but I'm telling you that stuff is real right now. Some things that don't make sense up here logically is already happening.
I have a hard time with that.
So,
I have no problem jumping on a freeway and hitting a button saying, hey, car, take over, especially in stop and go traffic. I'm like, hey, that's cool. I'll play some poker on the old phone here. You just, inch forward and do what you do. I don't care about that. But no, dude, once I'm off the freeway and I'm on roads that are in the country and the stripes aren't always there and stuff, that's kind of when I want to be in charge.
So the rate of adoption and the rate that technology is evolving right now, Tesla is thinking by Apple is thinking by 2025 they will have a fully autonomous vehicle.
Wow. Did you happen to see the Musk interview where he talks about AI?
No.
Okay. I don't want to spoil it for everybody, but he says it's the biggest threat that has ever faced humanity.
Well, I believe that 100%.
Yeah.
100%. It's going to be because as we move through time, people are going to want to, the artificial intelligence they want to make it learning, right? So if I just picture iRobot with Will Smith, the movie, over and over and over again with all of this AI stuff, right? The robots learn and then they have 3 rules that they must abide by. Can't harm people, can't do this, can't do that. Well, the robots learn how to circumvent those rules to make sure that they don't harm people. They have to make sure that people don't harm. They can't leave their houses, essentially, right? So it's for your own safety. Oh my goodness, where have we heard that before?
I know. Tell me about it. So Musk went so deep on this dude that I had to watch his video twice. So he says the problem we have right now is kind of Wall Street's fault. And it's the everybody else is doing it. How come you're not doing AI too? So everybody's doing their own version of AI.
Right.
And he says there's no rules. It's the Wild West. He says, what if we did that with airliners? What if there was no FAA and we just trusted an airline manufacturer to do a good job? And they're having a bad quarter, so what if they put in different steel, or they substitute steel with aluminum? Oh, it might work. We don't know, but nobody's going to check. Who cares? Would you jump on a plane? Oh, hell no. But you're jumping into these stupid cars. He goes, you jump into my cars all day long, and you press those stupid buttons. It's hilarious. He's like this. And then he goes on, dude, he goes so deep. He goes on, and he starts talking about how as we sought intelligence, if we had been 1% slower, life would never exist because the sun's going to blow up and burn the planet up. And when you look at how long it took us to do this and that, and when the sun's going to explode, if we were just 1% slower and growing our noggins, we wouldn't exist because we'd burn up. I mean, it's just like, holy cow, this guy's nuts, right? Yeah, it was awesome. It was totally awesome.
He's definitely a special fella.
So Apple. So makes you wonder, are you going to be able to finance that car with the firm?
You might. You never know.
I know. Could you
never
imagine?
know. Yeah, it would be very cool. But the one thing that I do know is if you hop into your Tesla car, it may or may not actually exist in real life.
Oh no, we're not. Oh. Okay, let's talk Meta for a while. How's Meta doing this week? Because I haven't researched it. I haven't paid attention. Yeah, let's go.
I love it.
Yeah, I feel real. Okay, I'm good. I'm not Meta right now.
Well, technically, you and I are both living electronically.
I mean, we are.
Right
we kind
now,
of
right?
are.
Yeah. So I mean, it's not that far of a stretch, really, at this point. But man, that was funny. But the Tesla car, the Apple car was. They are planning to make it in real life, IRL. That's gonna just wait. I'm sure that's been coined somewhere, but man, oh man, that would be fun to trademark IRL. But anyways,
yeah, I bet somebody's already got that.
I think so. So anyways, IRL in real life. Metaverse. So the metaverse world has been absolutely exploding right now. It is all the talk of everything. You listen to any financial anything, they will not go without, 2 minutes without mentioning the metaverse. So we've had Facebook change their name from Facebook to Meta. So their big foray is now the metaverse. Games like Minecraft and Roblox are seen as the first forays into
the pointy end of the spike.
Yeah, they're the metaverse. Actually, as a matter of fact, I heard today Nike has teamed up with Roblox to make a Nike. I want to say it's not a store or it's like a Nike. I don't know. Let's call it a Nike store within Roblox. So within Roblox, you can go to the Nike store, outfit all your character with Nike gear.
There's a lot of 4-letter words for that. That's all I can say.
Cash.
Well, for them, yes.
For sure. So,
oh my God.
But if you think about it, I mean, your metaverse life is gonna roll into your real life. So Nike's plan is, the for Roblox, the target demographics right now are 12 to 19 is most of the demographic, and the rest is.
Well, if you got to be the cool kid at IRL school wearing your Jordans, well, heaven forbid you go into your Roblox metaverse and you ain't wearing your Air Jordans, right? You got to have a pair there. You got to have a pair. Now, here, Nike, I got a question for you. Are they going to wear out after a certain many hours? Are your fake Airs going to have to be replaced because they wore out?
No. But
you owe me, Nike. You owe me because I just gave you the best idea you've ever had. Flip, and we better get some commission off of that shit.
No, because the next coolest thing is going to be, the multicolored Jordans tomorrow, right? Like, oh, if you don't have the multicolored ones, Jordans, you ain't got nothing. You don't have the red ones, you got nothing. You don't have the white ones. Oh man, come
Oh,
on.
I know.
You gotta have the
I
big
know.
swoosh. You gotta have it all, right? So it's not about even wearing them out. They'd be buying new ones before they even get 2 hours of game time of foot traffic on them, right?
And here's what's going to happen. So inside of Nike, there's going to be divisions, right? You're going to have the IRL guys, and then you're going to have the meta guys, right? And the IRL guys are always going to be like, we got to come up with a better shoe than those stupid meta guys have, right? And then it's going to go to high school, and then the meta guys going to be like, oh, man, they totally outplayed us. They put a plaid swoosh on there. Why didn't we do plaid? Come on.
So here's what Nike is thinking, is my understanding. They are using the metaverse to find out what the trends are going to be for in real life stuff.
Okay.
It's easy.
So I saw this cool kid in the meta wearing the plaid swoosh, and I saw it at Foot Locker the next day. Oh, yeah.
Yep. So they're going to use the meta.
I'm going to go puke. I'll be right back.
To learn what kids want, right? You can change it. You can do whatever you want. You can be whoever you want to be in the metaverse.
Yeah.
Racist.
Yeah, could be.
Whatever it may be.
Keep putting credits in.
It's absolutely wild. Yeah. We may have seen the top of the talk for the metaverse right now too. So we'll see. But there is much, much, much more to come. It's going to be wild.
So all these remote guys who are sitting at home, got their pajamas on and stuff like that, that ain't going to happen, man. Pretty soon you're going to go to the Meta office and you're going to have to put on your suit, your virtual suit.
Right.
It's going to be awesome.
That's totally fine as long as I can sit here in my sweatpants in real life.
Yeah, you might still. You're right. You might in real life be sitting in sweat, but when you put on your goggles and you plug in Matrix style, yeah.
Totally.
They tried.
Did we talk about that last time in the metaverse where we were talking about maybe never die?
Yeah. So there's a lot of that going on. There, in fact, dude. So I let the videos just run when I'm like bouncing the checkbook and stuff like that, right? YouTube's always going on the side. And it plugged up a video that talks about these billionaires and all their research projects that each of the like top 15 billionaires in the world have a research project on longevity, and they're paying these doctors. They're pulling these scientists and doctors out of all this other research, like cancer research. This dude was like, I get paid $400,000 a year to research cancer, and Bezos is paying me $2 million a year to research, make a mouse live twice as long. So all these doctors are being pulled off of like real stuff to work on. All right, Larry Ellison doesn't want to die. What do I got to do? Yeah, it's crazy.
Well, they're going to live in the metaverse.
Yeah, because they realized they can own all these boats and stuff, and they're going to disappear in 15 years when you die. And now they're all freaking out. How do I, right? I got to stick around. I want to play with my toys forever. Yeah.
There you have it. Anything else?
I don't do it. Let me see. Did we go over everything on our list? Tesla, Rivian, FUD. No, we haven't talked.
Crypto.
No, yeah, we did. Yeah,
Crypto.
the Bitcoin. How you doing, Bitcoin? So last time I saw you, you were $69,000. How you doing today?
I'm just gonna hang around 56,000.
Oh yeah? What happened? Yeah. I thought you were protecting me against inflation.
I'm cyclical. I grow through cycles of ups and downs.
Oh, I love it.
That's what I do. I go up, I go down.
All right.
I go up a bunch and then down a bunch. But yeah, Bitcoin. So as of, what was that, last Saturday or 2 Saturdays ago? I think
it was 2 Saturdays ago, right?
It was when Musk came out, the Friday right after Musk came out. Bitcoin was it was about 61,000, I think, right at that point in time. Roughly. It just came down from 69,000 the week prior. So yeah, it's okay. So Bitcoin is down today, and crypto generally, because the SEC, so the Security and Exchange Commission,
Yeah.
basically blocked the ETF, the Bitcoin ETF, from basically ever happening. They said, their words, paraphrasing,
Mm-hmm.
we don't see any potential in the future for a crypto ETF to be on and certified by the SEC.
And why is that?
Well, I think it was because some rules and regulations around the ability to, I don't know. It was rules and regulations for something in regards to getting them on the stock exchanges.
So here's what it boiled down to, is they said for a stock to be listed, you are counting on a third-party regulatory commission to have some controls in place. So when a stock is listed on the New York Stock Exchange, the New York Stock Exchange requires certain reporting items to be available, all this kind of jazz. There's rules. And what they said is this crypto is traded so many different places. There are so many different markets for it. There's no way you can have rules. And if there's no rules, there's no way the New York Stock Exchange, the NASDAQ, doesn't matter who it is, none of those can provide any type of guidance as far as investor protection. Therefore, we're never going to see it. That's basically what they said. How's that for crazy?
That was exactly what they said.
Yeah.
Now that you mention it.
See, I actually heard something. I actually listened a little bit.
So that's why crypto's selling off today. There is basically, there was prior speculation that the ETF was going to get done this year or early next year. So it does not sound like it's going to get done until there are government bodies get involved and the rules and regulations are changed by the government, which takes a gajillion years.
And why is that a big deal that the ETF didn't happen? If it did happen, what would have occurred?
So typically what would happen with an ETF is it would allow for more money to flow through to the cryptos. So in the tunes,
where would that money have come from?
Trillions and trillions of dollars. Hedge funds, right?
So it would have, people who chose to invest in the ETF would put their money in the ETF. So a bunch of money would flow in that ETF. That ETF would then go and buy a whole bunch of Bitcoin with it. That was the thought. So people were speculating, saying, well, if all these hedgies and Wall Street guys are going to go buy a bunch of Bitcoin, maybe I ought to have some Bitcoin to sell to them later at a higher price. But now they're not.
Right.
What are the hedgies going to go buy now?
Who knows? Sit on cash. Tesla. Buy Tesla. Buy Apple.
Don't buy Tesla until Monday. I need one more day. One more day.
Yeah, who knows what they're going to go buy. But there was, because with all these hedgies, there is rules and regulations around their ability to buy cryptos, right? And there's a lot of them that want to buy it, but they are bound by the rules and regulations of their business. So they cannot invest in cryptos, or let's say a crypto's future ETF. So a lot of them were waiting for an actual ETF to roll around so they could buy some.
Yep.
Not going to happen.
Nope.
So just go put your money into Apple, Tesla, Microsoft.
Not till Monday. Don't go do anything with Tesla until Monday.
Nobody's going to watch till Monday anyways.
I know. I need that stupid deposit didn't go in until tomorrow.
What's the new FANG term? Mama, something like that. Meta, Apple, Microsoft, Tesla, Google,
okay,
Alphabet.
Microsoft, Alphabet. Just give me a second here.
You're gonna make up something.
Microsoft, Alphabet, Shiba Inu, so MAST, so Tesla, MAST.
Oh, we're masked. Oh,
Ethereum.
Oh boy,
Rivian.
Uh-huh. Plan.
No, Bitcoin.
Okay.
What's the other?
Apple.
Apple.
Or,
I need a T other than Tesla.
oh, you could throw AT&T in there if you want.
Okay, AT&T, and then let's see. Our last E would be.
Can I buy an E? Can I buy an R? I like master plan better. That would be some Elon.
Yes,
type,
it would.
Acronyms. So there we go. All right, I think
that probably does it. That's a half an hour worth of. Man, we're sorry we took time out of your life.
No,
Hopefully
you gotta watch
laughed
this.
a little bit.
This is a good one. You gotta watch this one.
This was pretty good. This was, and it's a lot more fun doing it once a week because I think I'm better prepared because I can remember a little bit of each day rather than every day having to remember a lot from each day. So yeah, this is fun for me. But man, rolling stocks is sure kicking my butt. The market it's killing us. So I did tell you we've won 2 awards now from Webull.
No, 1. I thought
we've won 2 now. We have beat each. It's either each quarter or each month. I can't remember that we beat the Dow. They send us a little award, and so we got our little. But it pops up on the screen and then it disappears, and I can't go find it again. I wanted to save it, right? I wanted to NTF that sucker so I could play with it later. I know.
It's an NFT, but that's
NFT, whatever it is. I don't care. Webull, are you listening? That would be awesome because we would love to save those.
You can buy your NFT tokens.
I'm not buying shit. They can give it to me when I win it. That's how.
I don't think it's then an NFT if you don't pay like at least $40,000 for it.
I hear you on that. So while we have 2 minutes left, you could have the same picture 10 times on the Google image search, right? But one of those could be an NFT that somebody owns, but the one right next to it is not an NFT. Even though when I look at them, they look identical.
Mm-hmm.
Have I got that right?
Correct.
All right, I just want to make sure.
But you don't own that picture.
But I could get the same amount of joy by looking at the non-NFT as I do the NFT, right?
Well, you could get the same amount of joy of seeing the Mona Lisa in real life, or you could see the Mona Lisa in the metaverse. Or in a Google image.
Yeah, you're right. Google image just wouldn't do it for me. But when they're both a Google image, doesn't matter.
I think it ends up coming down to pride of ownership, I think.
Yeah, I understand. It's collectability.
The
I'm
control
understanding.
and the opportunity to do whatever you wish to it.
Yeah. My favorite artist of all time. Yeah. Who is it? Mm-hmm. Any idea?
No. Van Halen.
Well, Van Halen is top 10 for bands. Absolutely. Dude, I love Bansky's bullshit. When he sold that painting and the frame was the shredder and it shredded.
Yeah.
That was, to me, the best FU to the art world that I've ever seen in my life.
That was pretty cool, right? And that thing is now sold for
awesome.
How much? No, like it just resold again, right?
It did. That's why I was thinking about that.
Yeah, millions.
That guy's a rock star.
Dollars. That was so cool. And watching that video, oh yeah, it was all nice painting and stuff, and then it just and it was like,
as soon as the funds transferred. It's just awesome, dude. OG pouring one out for Banksy. That was awesome. All right, should we let everybody go now?
All right, let's do that.
Thanks for joining us. We'll catch y'all next week.
See ya.